Hello, good afternoon. This is Sabine, and this is day 17 of my 100 tips in 100 days. For those who are watching this video live for the first time, I'm Sabine and I'm a marketing coach, and I help professional women around the world to create a business that follow them and that allow them to live and work anywhere. So today I'm going to follow on the life lessons series, and so I'm still talking about my experience in living in the UK, living in London, and today I'm going to be focusing on actually living in London, because the last few days I talked about working and studying, and today I'm going to be talking about living. So here are the three things that I learned from living in London. So the first one is that you can drink tea any time of the day. There isn't a specific time to drink tea. I wasn't a tea drinker at all when I got to London. I used to even refuse a cup of tea, maybe because it wasn't the time for me to drink tea and that kind of thing. And after a while, I got into drinking tea any time of the day. So that was a funny experience for me. It was really different from what I used to do before. The second one is a little bit related to that, is about learning to appreciate the local specialty wherever you live. And coming from France, there is a bad reputation for British food in France, mostly from people who haven't really been to the UK and haven't experienced the food over there. And so when I got there, you have to keep in mind it was 20 years ago, and a lot of things have changed as well, but still there was a lot of things that I got to appreciate in terms of food and what I was in London. And there's one of the things that really helped me is to appreciate what was local. So their way of cooking either meat or their way of eating, for instance, the Sunday roast in the UK is the typical meal for the Sunday lunchtime, and I really got to love that, to have a piece of meat and 3 vegetables. And so those are the kind of things that I really got to enjoy when I was there, and not worrying too much about what I used to eat before, what I missed in terms of food, what I missed in France. I really got into drinking, drinking tea, which wasn't something for me that was normal, natural. For breakfast with baked beans, I love it, and I still have those here in Argentina. I still always have some baked beans and Marmite. And so yeah, those are the things that I learned to do, and this is something that I still do wherever I go. Always make sure that I enjoy the food where I am, instead of trying to compare it with another country. Just appreciate what I have now. And the last one of my life lessons from living in London is about small talk. And it's renowned that British people are really good at small talk. So talking about the weather, talking about every simple day occurrences, and they will talk about it as a kind of an icebreaker. And so yes, small talks was not something that we're used to as well. It was a bit hard at the beginning, and I thought, why do I want to talk about the weather, especially in London, when it's winters that can be very long. Spring is amazing, summer is depends, and autumn is good, but winter can be quite long. But it's just a way for them. It's an icebreaker. So that was a funny thing to learn and to actually do it myself. And I sometimes got myself as at the time living there doing it myself. So starting a conversation, talking about the weather, and so that's very British. So yeah, those are the three points I wanted to talk to you today about my time in London. And I'll see you tomorrow for another series of my life lessons. And for tomorrow, I'm going to I'm going to be talking about living in Germany. So I lived in Berlin for a little while, and I'll give you some of my lessons for tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.